about to teach you the secret lockdown 4-3 even 6-1 defense that many pro Madden 24 players are using to compete for millions of dollars in the Madden Bowl. This defense is really easy to use, has simple setups that allow you to get great pressure while still stopping the run and playing lockdown coverage, and I'm going to teach it to you guys starting now. YouTube, what is up? It is your boy Duke, back here from sportsgamers.com, and if you wanted to improve your defense, you came to the right place, because today I'm going to break down several plays from the 4-3 even 6-1 that will allow you to dominate on defense. And as always, if you want more high-level Madden 24 content, tips, and gameplays, make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop me a like, and comment on the video. Let's get it. So today, we're going to look at the 4-3 even 6-1, and we got two plays in particular I want to focus on. It's going to be the Samuel Blitz, and then also the Sam Blitz 3. So we got a cover 3 blitz and then a man-to-man blitz. Now the 4-3 even 6-1 can be found in many playbooks. In this video, I'm running the Jets. The Jets playbook is really good. It's the 4-3 even, the nickel, the dime, and the dollar. All things you really want to use defensively if you want to become a better player. Now, first I'm going to break down the coaching adjustments, and then I'm going to get into the way we set these defenses up. So in this defense, I like to use auto flip off with a base alignment. This allows me to make my defense look exactly the same no matter what I'm doing. I put my option defense on conservative so we don't get beat by any read options. And for zone drops with this defense, I do prefer to have flats on 30, curl flats on 5, and then I go ahead and turn my zone coverage setting to default. Hook zones can be tweaked. That's something that I do leave on default to start because I can shade them down or up that way. But if someone's killing me throughout the game in the seams or certain areas of the field, I might switch them to 15 or 20. First, we're going to break down the Sam Blitz 3, and then I'll get into how to run the Samuel Blitz. I have multiple setups for each defense, so make sure you stay tuned throughout the entire video so you don't miss out on any important information. And if you want more high-level Madden 24 content like this, make sure to check out sportsgamers.com, where I post all my premium content, my full defensive scheme available from the Jets playbook I just released a day ago for my VIP members. Now, when running this defense, the most important thing ability-wise is to make sure that all three of your linebackers have lurk artist. This just allows them to get better animations to defend the pass better. I also do, if all possible, like to have at least one of the DNs have lurk artist too, because sometimes I'll use one of the DNs in coverage, but most of the time I will be using the middle linebacker. But just having the lurk artist at DN does give you more flexibility in the setups you can run and who you can really use her. Now, if possible, I don't have this on my team, but it is good to have two inside stuffs or at least one at D tackle. That just makes this really, really hard to run the ball on, especially if you have both of them have inside stuff. You can't really double team both of them, so that's really nice. Deep out zone KO definitely should be the ability on your outside corners. And then what I like to do with the safeties is have either deep in zone KO or mid zone KO. So for the first setup here, it's going to be very, very basic. All the time I'm pressing my coverage. To do that, you just hit triangle or Y and then down on the left stick to bring your DBs up. This allows them in deep zones to play the sidelines better, and then also allows you to disguise what coverage you're really in. Now with this defense, I also do like to pinch my D-line, because when I pinch my D-line, this just allows me to have better run defense, also better sheds if I only want to rush 4, and then also I can set up blitzes very, very easily. So what I'm going to do here is very, very simple. With this defense, I'm going to look to shade my coverage either down if I want to have, the sidelines covered a little bit better by 30-yard flats, or I could keep them in the purples if I want them at 5. But with this blitz, what I need to do is crash my defensive line to the side I'm blitzing from. So here I'm blitzing opposite the running back from the right. So that means I need to crash my defensive line to the right. To do that, I hit left on the D-pad and then right on the right stick. Now, the most important thing with this blitz to make it work, I would say, is where your user's standing. You need to make sure he's on a blitz angle and he's kind of standing right over the right over the center between the two D tackles. And the biggest key is something I broke down for a while now that a lot of people have found out from me, is make sure that you see those green horizontal lines above his head. That means that the O-line is targeting him in pass protection, so you can confuse the O-line to thinking you're rushing, even though you're not. Now, when running this defense, you do want to control that middle of the field with your user, because that's really where they would look to attack. But this pressure is going to be really quick, as you guys can see here, just off that edge. We take away the first read over the middle, and they get sacked. They're going to get sacked real quick with this pressure, especially if you have a fast linebacker coming. bam, bam. Look, all we got to do is take away the middle. Everything else is completely locked. And you'll oftentimes see that with this alignment, you're going to get your D tackles coming free up the A gap there. I got 3 people free. Now, you also can run this defense to bring pressure the opposite way. So I can easily just flip my defense. To do that, I just hit audible and then R2. So like triangle and R2. Now I flip my defense. So if I want to blitz off the left instead of the right, simply flip your play. And then the steps will be very similar. We flip our play, we press our coverage, pinch our defensive line. Now the only difference here is this time Do you want to become a better Madden player and win more games? If so, check out my premium Madden strategy website, sportsgamers.com. I've built sportsgamers.com to provide you with the best Madden tips, best Madden ebooks and schemes, all from the pros at the lowest price possible. I have helped thousands upon thousands of Madden players improve their games, and I can help you as well. Our VIP Madden membership is our best offer yet. This membership will include all of our Madden ebooks all year long and hundreds of weekly Madden Vault tip updates to keep you ahead of the game. Click the link in the description and use coupon code DUKE for 10% off your order. Crash our defensive line to the left. Always crash your defensive line to the side that you're blitzing from. So we crash the D-line left. To do that, you hit left on the D-pad and once again left on the right stick. Again, most importantly, you take your user, you stand up over the center on a blitz angle, and you make sure you see those green horizontal lines above your user's head because that lets you know they're targeting you. Again, I just take like a half step forward and I just drop back over the middle. And once again, you guys, you can see screaming like we got multiple people coming free. So you can disguise whether you're blitzing from the left or right. You get edge pressure, and then like I said, multiple times or many times with this defense, you'll see like the D lineman just literally come up with A gaps untouched. Crazy blitz. Now, the nice thing about this is you can easily turn this into coverage. So say that they're expecting the blitz and you actually want to play some coverage. One thing I really like to do a lot is just kind of like basically use, this is why I want a lurk artist at the end, use at the D end, right? But then man up that blitzer. So let's say that they keep killing me maybe with the tight end. I can easily man up the tight end, or, you know, I can just throw them out in a hook zone, especially if I have my hook zone dropped. But basically put that blitzing linebacker in coverage, and then I user the D end that's a lurk artist. When I do this, the game thinks I'm rushing 4, even though I'm rushing 3. And on this game, you get way better sheds when the game thinks you're rushing 4 than 3. So you guys can see, I can just immediately take a step back, drop back into coverage, and I get a quick shed. When running this style of defense, I definitely do prefer to make sure you have one of these, you know, unstoppable forces on your D-line, whether it's Madden Beast, Warren Sapp, Reggie White. These dudes are going to get one-on-ones, and they are going to shed. Once again, you guys can see here, nothing's really open. I'm just defending the middle. Okay, guys, so now I'm going to show you how to run the Sam Will Blitz. Now, the Sam Will Blitz is a man-to-man base blitz, but we can turn it into zone, which I'll show you guys in the second way I'm going to run this play after I show you the first one. So this is by default a 6-man blitz, and this is most effective to use once they show they can block your base 4 to 5-man rush, because this play will get pressure from both sides. Now, once they start blocking the running back, slide protecting IDing, making advanced pass protection adjustments, this is the perfect time to call this play. So we're going to do that right now. So this setup, it's a little bit different. You're still going to press your coverage, pinch your defensive line, but the main difference here is instead of slanting or crashing your line to one side or the other, you want to slant them out. Because when you slant them out, the DNs will basically occupy the tackles, allowing both of the linebackers blitzing to come free. So to slant them out, you basically hit left on the D-pad and up on the right stick. And as you guys can see, the D-line angles are now slanting outwards, allowing our D linemen to occupy the tackles and the linebackers to come free. So I want to blitz on my linebackers by pressing right on the D-pad and down on the right stick. And again, you just stand over the center here, making sure you have those horizontal lines above your head. Now, if you just run the man-to-man, it's really quick pressure, so it's pretty much you are responsible for the tight end if he goes out. So if you don't want to be responsible for the tight end, you can switch it up. I'll show you how to do that in a second here. But just in case you want to keep it man-to-man, here's how it looks. Take that step forward to basically occupy the center, then you just go guard the tight end. Now, as you guys can see, they have no chance to block us because we get multiple people free. Even with the running back in, he doesn't really have a chance here. Look, I get 3 people free, 2 from the right, 1 from the left, and we're getting sacked before anyone can come open. Now, man-to-man, no safeties over top, that's a risky blitz. So you might want to make this zone coverage, and then you don't have to worry about covering anyone with your user, which is pretty nice. Now, one way to do that would be simply to set the blitz up, which is the pressure coverage, pinch your defensive line, crash your D-line out, blitz off your linebackers, and then change the coverage up. So one thing I like to do a lot is run a combo cover 3, cover 2. So normally I'll run the cover 2 on the multiple receiver side, like the bunch. So I'll put the safety on the bunch in the deep half, the outside corner in the flat. Then on the one receiver side, I'll play cover 3. So I'll have a deep zone and then an inside third zone. And this is how it'll look. Now here, your responsibility is still basically the middle of the field. So I can kind of bait between any crossers, seams, whatever I see coming open, I can bait between just like that. And we get the sack. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button. Until next time, it's your boy Duke.